This year's NFL rookies were forced to make the leap from college to pro ball in a way never done before. Due to COVID-19, there were no preseason games, and the offseason was done virtually, so there was no rookie minicamps or OTAs. An already difficult transition was made that much tougher for these rookies as a result of the circumstances. They were thrown into the fire without much preparation, but a handful of them came out looking strong and managed to still have impressive rookie seasons. Here are the 10 best rookies from the 2020 NFL season. Justin Herbert. Taken with the 6th overall pick by the Los Angeles Chargers, Herbert was the third quarterback off the board back in April. While he wasn't expected to even be the Chargers' starter heading into the season, Herbert went on to have the best season of any rookie quarterback ever. LA's plan was for Herbert to sit behind and learn from veteran Tyrod Taylor, who started the team's first game of the 2020 campaign. However, that all changed after Taylor suffered a punctured lung when a team doctor attempted to administer a pain-killing injection before the Chargers' Week 2 game. Herbert's NFL debut would come with zero preparation as a starter against the defending Super Bowl champs, but he rose to the occasion. He threw for 311 yards and a touchdown as his team nearly pulled off the stunning upset before falling 23-20 in an overtime thriller. Justin demonstrated a combination of poise and skill that would be on display for the rest of the season, as he was LA's starter for the next 14 games. He finished the year with 4,336 passing yards and 31 touchdowns, which is a rookie record. On top of that, a 66.6 completion percentage, and he only threw 10 interceptions for a 98.3 passer rating. Herbert is the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and ended his season on a high note as he led LA to 4 straight wins to close out the season. Expectations will certainly be high for Justin and his Chargers next season as they look to build on the team's strong finish and Herbert's impressive start to his career. Justin Jefferson. Like Herbert, Jefferson wasn't the first of his position group taken in last year's draft, as he was taken 22nd overall by the Minnesota Vikings. But he wound up having the best season of all rookie receivers. Coming out of LSU, expectations were high for Jefferson after he played an integral role in one of the most dominant offenses in college football history. Justin lived up to these expectations, and then some, as he had a monster rookie season. He finished the year with 88 catches for 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns. Jefferson had more receiving yards as a rookie than any other player in the Super Bowl era. If it wasn't for Herbert, Jefferson probably would win Offensive Rookie of the Year with ease. He was not only the best rookie receiver this season, but also one of the most dominant receivers in general. Jefferson was named a Pro Bowler and a second-team All-Pro. In addition, he finished with the second highest PFF grade of all receivers at 90.4 behind only Davante Adams. He took the sting out of Vikings fans having to watch Stephon Diggs leave them and flourish with the Buffalo Bills. Chase Young. Taken with the 2nd overall pick by the Washington Football Team, Young was labeled as a generational talent due to his unique combination of size, strength, speed, and overall athleticism. In most other years, he would have been the consensus first pick. Young's rookie season showed why everybody was so high on him coming out of Ohio State. He finished with 44 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 7.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries, one of which was for a touchdown. While his stats weren't eye-popping, if you watched any of Washington's games this season, you saw the impact Chase had on the field. He led a defense that at times carried a lackluster offense to victory. Without Young wreaking havoc and causing so much attention, Washington most likely doesn't make the playoffs. He made the Pro Bowl, is the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and is on track to find himself in conversations for League Defensive Player of the Year honors for years to come. James Robinson. After Robinson's rookie campaign, there have to be a bunch of NFL teams kicking themselves for letting him fall through the cracks and go undrafted. Despite missing 2 games, his numbers have him looking like one of the best undrafted free agents in recent memory. He finished the year with 240 rushes for 1,070 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. He also caught 49 passes for 344 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Robinson's 1,414 scrimmage yards set a record for undrafted rookies, and he finished tied for 5th in the league in rushing yards this season. What makes this even more impressive is that he did it on a team that was all around awful. Other than him, the offense was anemic. Teams would center their game plans on stopping Robinson, but he still managed to put up these stats. While the Jaguars were a dumpster fire this season, it'll be exciting to watch a Trevor Lawrence-James Robinson duo next season. I think Jags fans may be okay with being a joke for a year if they secure a franchise quarterback and running back in the process. Jeremy Chin. Chin was one of the few bright spots in what was a disappointing season for the Carolina Panthers. The safety was taken in the second round with the 64th overall pick and now looks like a steal after his rookie season. He finished the year with 117 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns. Chin led the team in tackles and was third in total defensive snaps, so the Panthers clearly trust him out there. With 4.45 40-yard dash speed and solid awareness on the field, it appears Carolina has found a reliable anchor to their defense, who is also flexible enough to be moved around the field to fill in other roles if need be. Patrick Queen. When the Baltimore Ravens took Queen with the 28th overall pick, people applauded the team for again finding value late in the first round. He had just led an LSU defense to a national championship and would be one of the final pieces to an already star-studded Baltimore defense. Queen proved he was a solid prospect as he finished his rookie campaign with 106 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 10 QB hits, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, and a touchdown. He started all 16 games for the Ravens, who allowed the second fewest points per game in the league and led the team in tackles. A team known for its linebacker core throughout the years seems to have found another dominant one, CeeDee Lamb. When Dak Prescott's season ended in just the 5th game of the year, Dallas Cowboys fans knew their season was most likely not going to end positively, and that's exactly what happened, as they finished with a 6-10 record. However, having CeeDee Lamb on the roster for the foreseeable future should make Dallas fans smile a bit. With Andy Dalton as his quarterback for most of the year, he put together a solid campaign, with 74 catches for 935 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns to go with a kick return touchdown and a rushing touchdown. Donning that number 88 jersey, Lamb showed flashes of someone worthy of the number. One can only wonder how his season would have gone had Prescott stayed healthy for it. Tristan Wirfs. The offensive lineman from Iowa made the transition from college to the NFL look easier than most do, especially for his position. Wirfs finished with an 82.2 overall PFF grade, which was the second highest for all right tackles behind only Jack Conklin. Also, it's not like Wirfs has gotten off easy with his matchups. He has had to go up against some of the best pass rushers in the league, in Cameron Jordan, Joey Bosa, and Khalil Mack. Wirfs held his own, though, and limited each of these guys to 3 or fewer pressures over 15-plus pass-blocking snaps. Even though he was the 4th offensive tackle taken in his draft class, Wirfs is off to a better and faster start than the 3 taken ahead of him. You know Tom Brady is smiling about that. Jonathan Taylor. Taylor falling to the 41st overall pick in the draft can only be explained by the league not believing in drafting running backs high anymore, because it certainly wasn't due to a lack of talent. He finished his rookie season with 232 carries for 1,169 rushing yards, 11 rushing touchdowns, and 299 receiving yards and 1 receiving touchdown. Taylor also had an emphatic end to his regular season, as he rushed for 253 yards, which is the 9th most for a single game in NFL history. It also came in the final game of the year, helping the Colts punch their postseason ticket. Jonathan ended the year 3rd in the league in rushing yards and 7th in rushing touchdowns. He also only fumbled once on 268 touches. It's safe to say that the Colts will not be looking to draft a running back again anytime soon. L'Jarius Sneed. The defending Super Bowl champ Kansas City Chiefs found a steal with their 4th-round draft choice in Sneed, as he turned out to be a lockdown corner. As a rookie, Sneed allowed only 214 passing yards in his coverage on 45 targets, yielding a passer rating of just 53.4, which was the 3rd lowest of any corner targeted at least 30 times. An injury kept him out of the lineup from Week 4 to Week 10, but he still finished with 41 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 interceptions. The Chiefs finding what looks to be a shutdown corner in their 4th-round pick is not exactly what the rest of the league was hoping for. Who was your favorite rookie to watch this year? And who can we expect to have a sophomore slump?